In this video, I want to introduce you to two very good resources that you can find easily and use to try to improve your carbohydrate intake. In previous videos, we had talked about the importance of consuming complex carbohydrates and talked about the importance of consuming fiber, which is not going to have any calories within it, but it is involved in so much of the digestion process. So now I want you to take a look in your kitchen and get a sense of what are the carbohydrates that are involved in your digestion on a day-to-day. One way to classify the carbohydrates is by this thing called the glycemic index. The glycemic index was originally created for the diabetic population, but everybody can really use this wonderful resource. What many organizations have done is that they have classified foods that contain caloric carbohydrates into high, medium, or low range, which means certain foods like a blueberry, which may have very minimal caloric carbohydrate but a good amount of fiber, is going to be in the low glycemic index range, and it will very slowly increase the blood sugar, if at all. On the other hand, things that might be higher on the glycemic index are going to be foods that are high in caloric carbohydrates. An example would be something like wheat bread or white rice, or mangoes in terms of fruits. Once you take a look at this list, any food that is in the high or medium range, really consider consuming in moderation and really try to consume earlier in the day. The reason for this goes back to the basic principle of carbohydrate is your energy source, and you want to be utilizing that energy throughout the day with your brain, which is a muscle, your digestive tract, and your muscles in the body, like your skeletal muscles. If you don't utilize your carbohydrates correctly throughout the day, unfortunately, it just goes to accumulate in fatty tissue and creates a lot of inflammation in the body. So again, if it's higher or medium in the glycemic index, try to consume it in moderation and try to consume it earlier in the day. So that's one simple tip and one simple resource, which is called the glycemic index.